Bob Dole and Jack Kemp were both Republicans. One ran for president, the other for vice president, but they both lost to their Democratic rivals, Bill Clinton and Al Gore. This bit was basically the writers poking some fun. The third question you might have is, why did they call Homer Benedict Arnold at the mini-golf course? And who exactly is Benedict Arnold? Well, he is a famous figure in American history who went from hero to total disgrace. He was actually a war hero during the American Revolution, but because he felt undervalued and was struggling with money, he decided to betray the colonies and join the British. He was caught but managed to escape to England. Once there, he actually led British troops against America. From that point on, his reputation was completely ruined. Today, his name is synonymous with traitor. To put it simply, he is the American version of Wang Jingwei. Benedict Arnold means traitor in the West, just like Wang Jingwei does in China. Now, the fifth question. Marge's speech seemed totally fine, so why was everyone so shocked? There is no official answer, but I have a theory. First off, that host definitely didn't invite the family on to clear the air. He was there to start trouble. He wanted to take the family's personal drama and blow it up, to involve the whole town of Springfield. It didn't matter how many reasonable things Marge said. He just needed her to say, "I hate Americans," so he could take it out of context. The next question is about Apu. He named his kids Liberty, Lincoln, and even Coke and Pepsi, which makes sense. But what is manifest destiny? This is similar to the city on a hill concept I mentioned before. It's the idea that Americans are chosen people, but manifest destiny specifically focuses on spreading their values to the rest of the world. When you combine those two ideas, you start to understand why the U.S. often tries to push its values onto others, whether those people are ready for it or even want it. The U.S. finds a way to make them follow their lead. Look at Afghanistan and Syria as examples. Life there used to be much more stable, but after being washed in American values, they have been left in ruins. Next up, who are all these other people in jail? And why are they there? Well, in real life, only one of them actually went to prison. The show is just exaggerating. The reason they are all locked up, as Lisa explains, is because they are left-wing, which represents more radical or progressive views. First is Michael Moore. He is a documentary filmmaker, and many of his films reflect his political stance. For instance, Capitalism, A Love Story, is about the wealth gap. Sicko is about the flaws in the healthcare system. And Fahrenheit 9/11 is about war and peace. He also covers education, labor, and gun control, pointing out the many issues within the system. Then there's the Chicks. Their views mainly focus on anti-war efforts, women's rights, and the environment. The most famous incident was back in 2003, when they were blacklisted by the media for speaking out against the Iraq War. Then there's Marge. She's just there for the joke, saying she picked the wrong sponsor. As for Bill Clinton, he says he's there for criticizing Republican tax cuts. In the real world, Clinton actually did this. This episode aired in 2004, during George W. Bush's presidency. Back then, Bush was pushing the 2003 Jobs and Growth Tax Relief Act. Clinton openly criticized this policy, arguing that it mostly benefited the rich and would increase the deficit while cutting funding for public services. Then there's the regular wine expert. He was locked up just for saying imported wine is better than domestic. The fifth guy is interesting. He says he was caught driving a car full of explosives from Canada into the U.S. This actually happened. It's based on a man named Ahmed Ressa. He planned to bomb the Los Angeles airport during the New Year's Eve celebrations between 1999 and 2000. He was caught at the border. He was originally sentenced to 22 years, but in 2010 he appealed, and the court decided the sentence was too light. They added 15 more years, making it 37. Talk about a backfire. Seventh question. Why does Clinton put 100 cigarettes in his mouth? Because people actually do this, and not just 100. The record is now over 150. The eighth question. The family finds out the prison is on an island. Is this a real place? Based on the visuals, the landmark to the right of the family is the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. Lisa says if they keep swimming, they'll hit San Francisco, but Homer says they aren't quitting, so they swim left toward Oakland. Looking at satellite maps, the family is swimming from north to south, and the island they left is very real. It's known by a very famous name, Alcatraz. The prison on the island is also real. It was used from 1934 until 1963. Today, It's a popular tourist spot. The interesting thing is that the prison in the show isn't just similar on the outside. The interior was drawn to match the real Alcatraz perfectly. Check out the sink and the toilet. They are in the exact same spots. Final question. Why did Homer change his mind and decide to go to Oakland instead? That's pretty easy to explain. San Francisco is a hub for finance, tech, and tourism, with Silicon Valley right nearby. Because of that, the cost of living is way higher than in a manufacturing and logistics city like Oakland. Aside from those questions, this episode has some great details. The title is a reference to the U.S. national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, and the song playing before the game starts is indeed that very anthem. Also, when Bart is being chased, I used different background music here, but the original was by the band Blondie. Regardless, that scene on the farm is a clear nod to a classic movie, the famous crop duster scene from North by Northwest. Later, the family is on stage singing songs mocking America. The choreography here is a parody of The Sound of Music. When they sing, "So long, farewell," they stand in a line and exit one by one. It's also worth noting that in the song, Bart actually sings about the U.S. military's obsession with oil. Beyond that, when Lisa burns her card, some of you might not have caught the meaning. That is an ACLU card. If you have one, it means you can get legal help from the American Civil Liberties Union if your freedom is threatened. In this episode, the family is jailed for what they said, which is a total violation of their rights. Lisa burning the card symbolizes that freedom is effectively dead. This ties back to the earlier scene, where the Bill of Rights is shown drunk and useless, since the Bill of Rights is supposed to protect free speech. Finally, at the end, the song playing is by Neil Diamond. The whole episode was satirizing patriotism, but ending on such a patriotic anthem makes the irony hit even harder. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please give the video a like. Your support really helps me keep creating. I truly appreciate it. That's it for this time, and I'll see you in the next one. You doing okay? I'm good, you. I'm fine. How's the wife? She slept great last night. Give me her hand. I'll give her what she needs. She likes. Stop right there. This bar is for real Americans only, and people with visas like me. What are you looking at? I'm German. Oh, never mind me. I'm heading out too. Gotta go listen to the president's radio address. I can't just talk back. Goodbye. I can't be getting drunk and throwing up around people who show no respect. Even my best friend is leaving me. Everyone is leaving.